Okay, let's see if I got this right tonight. All right, greetings everyone, and welcome to my live. This is Joyce Smith Smith coming to you live. Just wanted to stop by tonight. Um, Hoping that some of you all are up. I'm a little bit late, a lot later than usual. However, I just felt the need to come on tonight. There's a lot of foolishness going on, and before the new year began, y'all, we just need to talk about it, y'all. So y'all know we don't be on here next week live. If you're at home doing nothing, a lot of people are not going to be on watch night out. So come on over and join the live. I hope my microphone is well, and I hope that if anyone's watching, you can hear me clearly. So anyway, I wanted to talk about a few things, and I'm waiting because I did invite some guests in. So we're going to see if they show up tonight. Um, and if they don't, it's okay because y'all already know I'm good at going it alone. Y'all know this. It is that season. So y'all know it's Christmas season, and everybody's in all that wonderful giving mood and joy to the world and all of that. Y'all know how we get during Christmas time. Get extra nice, start doing stuff you don't normally do. Then as soon as the season over, y'all get right back to the foolishness. So let's hope that we don't do that this year. Let's remain in the season of giving and loving one another as we should. All right. So I'm going to say also that for those who are going out and extending themselves a little bit further than they should, just think about it, okay? Because you're still going to have things you have to do after this season is over. And you want to make sure that you don't put yourself in the bind so that when all this giving season is over, you're still able to sustain. Now, we're going to be doing a financial literacy course. The final one is going to be going on the first week of January. And the reason why I chose to do it that week um, is because number one, it's going to be pre-tax season. So before you go out and spend all your income taxes on crazy stuff, or you start taking those advances from tax companies who say, "Oh, well, you can get your money now." You'll be looking at what it is they're charging you before you hand over your money to them. So I want to make sure that we talk about that. Want to make sure that you get some ins and outs on banking and all the other good stuff that we need to know about when it comes to handling our money. So I'm going to say, if you can, to keep watching my page and you can sign up for that literacy course. Uh, so the information will be on my Facebook page. Okay, guys. Sorry for the distraction for the moment. Had a little call come in. However, I will look forward to you signing up to join us for the final course, and we will recap on some things that we've already touched base on. We've had great success. We're helping people get their finances lined up. Some people were um, kind of didn't have a lot of knowledge about the importance of their credit scores and how to find out how to repair their credit scores. So we provided information with that, hook you up with a good banking industry that also provided great information and resource on um, several places that for you to start saving your money besides putting it in the sock drawer. Okay. So I wanted to say that. So look for the information coming up on my page, Joyce Spencer Mintz, or my daughter's house. If you're in that group, you will get that information, and you can also look on my Facebook page. So I'm going to go back and say again, happy holidays to everyone. Hope you all are planning to have a great, wonderful holiday season. Sometimes it can be depressing for some people. So we want to touch base on that tonight. Depression. Because sometimes we're forced to be alone during the holidays, and it might not be a choice of our own. Our family members might be sick, ill, some just shut themselves off and desire not to be with family. But for whatever reason, find a way to find that happy place for you. It might just be listening to a good comedy show, watching a happy movie that make one of your favorite movies that make you laugh, listening to some songs, baking cookies, calling up that friend you ain't called in years, and just reaching out. And make sure you reach out to those that you know may be spending the holiday alone. Um, because it's important. It is important sometimes. That we are not left to our own devices, because sometimes when you are alone and your mind starts thinking different stuff, it's no place where no depend not to, there is no determination of where those thoughts will take you. So I'm going to say that if you have a neighbor or a friend or an old associate, anyone that you know may be suffering from depression, you maybe need to just reach out and give them a call, because this time of year and season where everybody's loving on each other and families all together, some people don't have that. So you can be that to someone. So do that. Okay. I intend to do that myself. Some people that I know will be spending the holiday alone. I'll be making sure that I make those calls and checking in. So, um, okay, we've touched that base. Um, I also want to talk about tonight some of the foolishness that the holidays bring. Okay, don't get caught up with everyone's ideal about what Christmas is. Christmas really is. It's the time and season that we celebrate the birth of Christ, even though we know chronologically, um, Christmas is not really the actual date, but it falls on different times of the year. But that's the date that everybody, celebrates the birth of Christ. However, you choose to celebrate the holiday, don't find yourself bound under everybody else's traditions, or that you should do this, or you should do that, or you shouldn't do this or do that, exhausting yourself with cooking all this stuff that you know you don't have any business eating. But you're cooking it because grandmama cooked it, mama cooked it, and now I'm gonna cook it too. So make your own traditions with your children, with your grandchildren, with your family or friends. It doesn't mean you got to always be giving gifts and extending yourself. Just because somebody gave you a gift, it does not mean you need to give them one back. If you didn't buy a gift, don't feel bad about not buying a gift. It's just that they thought about you and they wanted to give you something. True giving is true giving. That means they have no expectation of receiving anything back. They gave it to you freely. So don't feel bound because someone buys you a gift or obligated that you need to buy them something, because that should never be the case. Okay, giving is giving, and you give it from your heart. So if you don't have it to give, just spend time with somebody. Just talk. Have no expectations, or put no. Don't put a burden on someone else. Well, I bought you a gift ahead of time, because then they feel burdened like they need to buy you a gift. Just give them the gift. Okay. So, okay, little key advice, okay, to some of you who, you know, may be a little frustrated or feel bad when someone gives you something and you can't give something back. It's not given to you for to receive something in return. Okay, because those blessings that they get from giving it to you will come from a far greater place than where you could go buy them at the store. Okay, so little word of advice. Okay, y'all know I think my screen is kind of shaking, but it's okay because we're gonna make it through this video and we're gonna have a good time with it. And I'm just here for a little while and then I'm gonna get off because I got some stuff to do too. All right. So I also wanted to say, for those who are going to be hanging out. And I'm going to go ahead and preset this, um, before Christmas, because it starts at Christmas and sometimes it goes through all the way through to New Year's Eve. And so I want to say that because we are a resource for recovery. My daughter's house, um, Incorporated, it is a resource for women in addiction. So I want to say to you that if you are suffering from addiction, don't surround yourself in an environment that you know is going to entice you to do those things that you are struggling with. Surround yourself with a new group. Find some group or some good books. Y'all got a good book I'm reading. I bought it at the dollar store. I was just over there looking and I saw this book and I opened up the page. I say, oh, I can see that. Okay, I'm going to read this book. That's going to be my weekend read. While I'm hanging out with family and having to hang out in the hotel or whatever, I'm going to be reading a book. I'm not really worrying about what I used to do that I don't do anymore. I'm going to be focused on staying in the good place that I am in life. And I want to say to you to do that too. Remember how far you've come. If you've been struggling with addiction, remember how long it took you and what you went through to get to where you are right now. And would you like to or have to repeat all of that again, or it even the repetitiveness of it um, seems to be double, as they say, double for your trouble, just so you can enjoy one night out with your friends. So let's go ahead and get ahead of that before the New Year's Eve come in and everybody start popping those corks on champagne and Remy and whatever else they drink these days. You don't have to participate in that. You can just have a wonderful holiday and surround yourself, if there's a struggle with drinking or drugging, with people that are not doing that. And there's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing wrong with you. The problem is you've decided to make great choices for you. So remember that throughout the season, through the Christmas parties and all the other celebrations that are going on, that you can make it through this season without falling. With you have a made up mind and determination, and you choose to make that your choice, then stick with it. No matter how hard people want to include you, sometimes you just have to say, no, I can't go. I'm going somewhere else, or I choose to do something different. Okay. And that's just a little bit of advice. Put it in your toolbox. I'm just saying, don't put yourself somewhere that you can't get out. Don't get in a box that you can't climb out of. So don't do it. Just find something different to do. And there's no harm and no foul in being at home and listening to everybody else who hung over the next day and can't function about what a good time they had at the party. Okay. All right, y'all. So anyway, my other piece of advice. Now let's get up here to grandmothers, mothers with these children. Okay, y'all saw us put a post up earlier, and I told y'all these youngins they acting up. Well, what I figured out, and I had to take to my prayer corner, y'all, because when they start acting up, it is not my problem. They are all the way grown ups, and now they have children that they are responsible for. Okay, y'all, I'm gonna speak over here in my corner. I got some grown folks. Okay, my children are in their 40s. Okay, now I'm gonna say my daughter, she does well. Holidays, she do good. She has straightened up a whole lot of her act. I don't want to even talk about them two boys. Okay, but they grown men. I don't expect them to check in with their mama because they got wives. You're grown. You are no longer my responsibility. You belong to her. Okay. So I want to say I have grown grandchildren and now I have great grandchildren. But what I won't do is I'm not going out. I'm not trying to buy all these hundreds of thousands of gifts because when you start having children, now it's your children's turn to get presents from grandma. And so if I can't include all of y'all in, don't feel bad about it, because I'm surely not. There's been a lot of years that you have been receiving gifts upon gifts upon gifts, and now it's your children's turn. And every now and then, if I run across something that I really want to get you, I just send it to you anyway. So have a happy holiday. This is your mama talking to you. And if you ain't seen your mama in a long time, look at my face on this camera because it's probably the only time you're going to see me this season. Okay. Because I want you to enjoy your children. But I'm at that season now with me and my husband. We want to go have a wonderful, quiet, grown up time. And y'all can ooh and ah at all the noisemakers and whistles and toys and candy, and we can keep it on moving. Okay? Love y'all dearly. Ain't no big dinner at Granny's this year. Okay? Because grandma's going to be on vacation. Okay? So I love y'all. And I hope you watch the replay. And I hope there's something I said here tonight. I pray that will leave you well and that you will remember the reason for this season and all these gifts and spending of money. It's fine if you got it to do it. But remember, the day after Christmas, the rent still due, the lights still due, the car note, and the water bill. Okay? And let's not leave out you got to eat. Okay? All right. Love y'all. Be blessed. Until I see you again. Now, I'll be talking to y'all before New Year's because we're going to bring it in if I get a chance to. All right. Keep watching for the post. Have an awesome, awesome, wonderful night. And may God watch over all of us through this holiday season.